Now I want to show you what is character panel. When you want working on your text layers, it's better that you go from here, click on the text and go to text workspace. And here we can see we have all panels is about text like character, paragraph, and effect and presets. Okay, I want to show you what is a character panel. In the character panel here we have many options that we can manipulate our layer. First, when you open it, here you can click and select your font. For example, here we are have archive, Arial, and many fonts are here. If you want add a font from Adobe, just you can click on this button. And if you want create a favorite font, just you should click on this star, and as you can see change to blue. That means it's our favorite font. And when you click here on show favorite, it just show our favorite fonts. Again, when you click on it, it's disable this favorites filter. Okay, now for example, click on the archive, and here in the regular we can change it from regular to bold or other options. For example, if I change this to Arial, and here we have many options. Narrow italic, first double click on your text to highlight your text, and then here change this to Arial, and first is narrow or narrow italic, narrow bold italic, regular or italic, bold italic, or black. This is used for title. Okay, for example, this title I want change this, click on this, and here you can change your first select your layer, select your text, and from here change your font. Okay, some font like this archive haven't this many options from here, and just it have regular. But Arial, when you click on these options here, you can see it have many options from this Arial. Okay, here you can change the color of your text. When you highlight your text, if you have a color that you want use, you can use this eyedropper. If you click on it, and when you change this eyedropper here, you can see here is change this color. For example, if you click here, our text is changed color exactly like here. It's like again highlight it, and for example use this, you can pick up your color from here. Okay, and if you click on this fill color, here you can change your color from this scroll color, or here you can add a code for your color and then press OK. That's good. And here, if you add a color from here, after that we will have this stroke for our text. If you click on it and add a color, for example black, now we can see we have black stroke here. And again, when you click here, you can turn off this stroke. And again, if you click on it, you can turn on a stroke. And if you want to see what's happening, again, you should highlight it. And now when we click on no stroke color, we can see stroke color is disabled, and here we don't have that stroke. And again, if you click on it and add a color, for example black, here we can see this black stroke. And from here we can change this stroke size like this. When we use this stroke, here we have some options about stroke. Fill over stroke. If you click on it, and now when we drag and increase, first double click on this, and again fill over stroke. And now when we drag this and increase our stroke, here you can see fill color is over this stroke. But if we change it to stroke over fill, and now we can see is a stroke is over our fill, and we can increase or decrease this stroke. And now I'm gonna to change and decrease the size of this stroke to here. A little is good. And now here we have 4 options. First, you can change the size of your text. If you highlight your text and drag this, you can change the size of your text. And here, if you have some lines, for example, welcome to typography. Little change this. Okay. With this option, you can add some space from all lines. For example, first is auto. If you click on this, you can see it's auto, and here you can add some pixel. For example, if I change it to 10, wow, it's now all of that is on together. And if you click on this and drag it to left or right, you can change the space between your line like this. Can increase it or decrease it, but sometimes auto is better. Next is metric. With metric, you can kerning between 2 characters. For example, here we have welcome. If you click on here, it's now metric available, and if you drag to right, you can change space from these 2 sections. For example, welcome. But metric is better and is a default. And with this item, if I highlight our text, you can drag your text with this. You can change the space from each character. And when you drag it right, you will increase the space between all characters. Okay, and when you click on it, you can change it to 0 and it's a default. Okay, and here we have 4 options. With these 4 options, you can, when you select your text, with this you can change vertically a scale, something like this, and with this you can change horizontally scale, and if you want use baseline shift, you can just drag this and use that. Now if I change the size of that, as we can see, you can change this text free here, and from here again you can change this pixel, and with this item you can delete all the space between characters. And when we change it to 100, as we can see here, we don't have any space between our characters. Okay, and now here we have some options. First is focus bold. If you click on it, as we can see, all of that is bold now. And next, if you turn on it, it's italic. Next is all caps. For example, if I use Arial, change it to black. Okay, now here, as we can see, these characters is small caps. If you want to change them, just highlight them, and when you click on this, all of that will be to caps, and if you click on this, it's a small caps. Okay, and here it used for superscript and subscript, and when you click on it, as you can see, it changed to subscript, and if you click on it, this it will be to subscript, and here is for superscript. Okay, now turn off them, it will be default. Okay, and here next is paragraph panel. In the paragraph panel here we have some options. When you drag and highlight all of this, when you click on this, it's all to left align text as a default, and if you click on this, it will be center text. All align now are in the center, and if you click on this, all is now to right align. And with these 2 items, it's exactly like Microsoft Word. You can left to right text direction or right to left text direction. And here with these options, you can change the margin. Here, because all of that is from right, we should use this item for change the margin. And if you select all of that and drag all to right, left, right. And now, for example, when you highlight these two, now you should use these options for change and change your align of your text. And with these two options, you can add a space before paragraph, and for this you can add a space for after paragraph, and you can change them like this. And this is for useful, for example, if I add all of that, if I highlight our text, and then with these options you can change all lines, but it's useful when we have just change first line, and for example change it to right like this.